Hi there, everyone, and welcome to the course that we call The Right Response, Getting It Right with Your Emails. And as you would have guessed by now, the R.I.G.H.T is an acronym for what we're going to be covering with you all throughout the 5 sessions. Of course, what I'm doing here right now is welcoming you because you are going to be with me and I'm going to be with you during the course of this period. Now, my full name is Roshini Ganesan, but all my friends call me Rosh, so please call me Rosh. Now, whether you are attending this course because you just genuinely want to improve your email writing techniques, or perhaps you've attended one of our training workshops and this is a post workshop resource for you. It's going to be great reminders of everything that we have covered. Or perhaps you are watching this before you attend one of our workshops, which is fine too, because now we get to know each other even before we get to meet each other in the classroom, so to speak. Now, in this workshop, we are going to be covering quite a number of things, and we are going to cover a more holistic approach in a way to our email writing, because email writing is not just about techniques, it is a little bit of mindset matched with techniques. So, the skills you're going to be learning is going to cover a few areas, and there are 5 E's that you need to consider when you are writing emails. So, the first E that you need to consider is the environment. Now, for some of you, you are having to write emails all the time. That's part of your job role. Perhaps you are in a department that's in customer service, so you're having to respond to feedback and perhaps, customer requests, or you're in sales, so there's a lot of communication going on with your emails. Now, when you are having to respond to emails, full on in that sort of capacity, you may want to take note of the environment you're in. Consider, all the different distractions that are coming to you from so many different places. Whether it is your colleagues and your bosses or people just around you, or it could be even from your family members or perhaps that little device, right? So consider the environment you're in and really be ready to receive those emails. And that's something that we will be talking about and discussing and getting you to think about, because having the right environment is quite critical. Then the second one is that we want to be efficient. So, what do I mean by efficiency? Well, we want to be fast because time moves so quickly these days, and people tend to want responses, as fast as possible, as quickly as, almost as soon as they have sent it out, right? Everything is instant. So we need to be very efficient in the way we are managing and using our time, and how we are thinking about the emails that we're having to respond to. So, what are some of those tools that we need to be more efficient? Apart from efficiency, we also need to be effective, because what's the point of being quick and efficient with our time, and be good at saving our time, and yet at the same time, when we send those emails back to our customers and clients, or sometimes it could be even to our colleagues or our bosses, somehow or other it's not hitting the mark. We are not addressing all the concerns, and that's going to kind of affect the efficiency part. Why? Because it may mean you raise more questions. There's a lot of back and forth, and so the efficiency and effectiveness is not there. You also want to make sure you are engaging, because engagement comes from being able to, get your audience or your readers to be drawn into what you are sharing with them. They're able to understand everything that you say. They know exactly what options there are for them. And if you are having to say no, they understand why you have to say no. And finally, the last E is that we've also got to consider emotions. Emotions are not only from the part of the writer, the people that we are receiving emails from, but also in our own context, because emotions can sometimes get in the way of how we are perceiving an email, receiving an email, how the other person is, also writing out their information, because when we're highly emotional, sometimes our thoughts are not very rational. So, those are some things to consider as we go through this workshop. Keep in mind, too, that when we keep emotions in check, not only can we be more efficient and effective and engaging, but we will also be able to have that empathy that is so needed in a lot of our emails, and especially for some of us here, who are doing this course, you may find that empathy is a really important part of your email writing. So that's it. Those are the 5 E's that we are going to be considering as we go through the 5 sessions. I'm really glad that you've decided to do this course with me. And, here is the a promise. If you go through all 5 sessions and you find that, it has been really helpful for you, I'm more than happy to give you a 30-minute one-to-one phone call, conversation, Zoom call, where we can discuss a couple of your emails that perhaps you want just that little bit more one on one time with me. For. So, this is a promise that we give you in this workshop. All you need to do is connect with me on LinkedIn or Facebook, and you will be able to see the LinkedIn and Facebook links in the about the author. So feel free to reach out to me even before you have started this course. Okay, I am very pleased to be here, and I wish you every success with your email writing.